Hello my dear students, today in this video class we are going to bind up the remaining topics of History Chapter 1, French Revolution. The topics which will be covered today: first, did women have a revolution? Second one, the abolition of slavery. Third, the revolution and everyday life. And last will be the conclusion. So, first one, did women have a revolution? My dear students, in this topic we shall see what steps were taken by the women so that they can get equal status like the men. So first of all, we shall discuss what were the responsibilities given to the women during the revolutionary France, and after that we shall proceed that what were their demands, what they want, which were denied to them from the constitution of the France, which came into existence in the year of 1791. So, the work of the women during the revolutionary France was totally different of the men. They were working as a fruit seller, flower seller, housewives, as well as daily wages workers. They had to take care of their families as well as they have to do a variety of odd jobs. Women also revolted a lot for getting the equal status in the France like the men. For getting equal status like the men, women also organized a lot of political clubs and they operated their own newspapers. During the revolutionary France, there were approximately 60 political clubs of the women. The most important among these political clubs were the revolutionary women and as well as the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women. These were the two important political clubs of the women. What were the demands of the women? They were demanding equal status like the men as well as right to the vote, and they also want that they should be elected in the legislative assembly. My dear students, if it is memorized to you, in the year when French Constitution was passed, then it was declared women as a passive citizens. They were not allowed to cast their votes. That's why they were demanding for the votes or voting rights. And it was their firm belief that if they will be chosen as a member in the National Assembly, then only they can improve their condition and situations. Some steps were taken for the betterment of the women. As a result of that, primary schools were set up during the France and access to education was made compulsory for the women. But that was also not sufficient. Why? Because only women belonging from the second state as well as rich women of the third state have access to the education. After that, they have to marry. But later on, some improvements were made for the welfare of the women. As a result of that, marriage was made as a contract basis process. In this contract, men and women agreedly have to enter, and in case if they were not satisfied or happy with each other, they were free to divorce. Later on, women can also run the small businesses, they can be work as a painter, and they also got training of the different jobs or different skills. But during the reign of terror, the women, or we can say the revolutionary women of the France, got a lot of setback. Why they got a lot of setback? Because during that time, Robespierre government banned all the political clubs of the women's, meaning political leaders of the women's were charged and executed publicly. But the demand for the women's for the equal political status continued for the long time, and it was the year of 1946 when women of the France got right to vote. Now second one, the abolition of slavery. My dear students, during that time or during the 17th century, slavery was introduced especially in the France. Why slavery was introduced? Because at that time crops of the plantation, especially tea, coffee, rubber, cocoa and many more, were of the great demand in the European market. For that purpose, France planters, or we can say Francis planters, took up huge areas of plantation land into the overseas colonies. So what were overseas colonies? The areas which were captured by the French from the other countries. On that area, these plantation owners settled big acres of the plantation and they were cultivating these plantation crops. But there was a problem. For the plantation crops, there was the requirement of the number of laborers. And at that time, Europeans were not in the favor to work overseas or to go outside of their home and work over there. That's why this requirement of the workers gave rise to the slavery from the Africa as well as America. From the Africa, Negroes were hired, and from the America, Indo-Americans, or we can say Red Indians, were hired, and these were carried through the Nantes and Bordeaux. These were the port cities, and these Nantes and Bordeaux became too much prosperous or became too much rich because of this slave trade. Slaves were purchased from these areas, they were packed into the ship, and after that there was long 3 months voyage or 3 months sea journey, and after that they were sold to the plantation owners. These plantation owners were exploiting them a lot, and after the result of the exploitation, these plantation crops, which were in the great demand in the European market, were supplied or were provided. Later on, a lot of controversy took place that slavery should be abolished, because when in 1791 new constitution of the France came into existence, at that time it was decided that everyone was free. Our right to liberty was given. So many people of the France were talking about the freeness of these slaves. But convention government, or we can say, yes, convention government, or that government which was established in 1791, that government was in the favor to give freeness to the slaves, but from the fear of the plantation owners, they didn't take such type of decision. It was the reign of terror when Jacobin government and their leader Maximilien Robespierre abolished slavery from the France. But this abolishment of the slavery didn't last for the long time, because when Napoleon gained control over France in 1805, he reintroduced slavery. Finally, from the France in the year of 1848, slavery came to an end. Now, third one, the revolution and everyday life. My dear students, at the time when Bastille prison was demolished in the year 1789, it was the decision that censorship should be removed. Earlier time what was going on, if any individual has to publish any article or publish any news or event, they have to take permission from the king and nobles. But as there was the abolishment or there was the end of the censorship, now people were free to put their opinion forward among the masses. And as a result of that, a lot of journals, newspapers, magazines, pamphlets flooded in the flooded in the society of France. These materials were commonly read by the educated class of the France. Later on, the theme which were published in these newspapers, journals and magazines, they were also portrayed. They were also dramatized, or we can say a lot of drama, music and many more things were compiled on the pattern of this, so that common people of the France can come to know what events were taking place during the revolutionary France. But then also these all materials which were published in a bulk of the quantity that were accessible to the less number of the people, or only few people have access to get all these. Later on, some reading materials also flooded or also reached to the countryside area, means village area, where people came to know about the events which were taking place in the revolutionary France. Now, last one, conclusion. My dear students, in the previous video lecture, I have told you that after the Jacobin government, there was a new government which was formed, that was the Directory. And in that topic of Directory, I have told you that these 5 executives of the Directory rule were often fighting with each other, or they have the different opinions. As a result of that, there was the political instability in the France, and Hitler took advantage of this political instability and gained control over France. So in this conclusion, we are going to read that part. In the year of 1805, Hitler gained control over France. Hitler presented himself as the modernizer. He said that he was the messenger of the liberty, or he was the messenger of the freeness. Later on, when he gained control over France, he started to occupy, or he started to conquer the neighboring areas of the France. And these neighboring areas of the France, which were conquered by the Napoleon, in that area he installed, or he appointed, his family member and relatives as the rulers. First of all, people of the France became very much happy by the processes which were taking into the France and into the nearby areas, because some effective measures or some effective decisions were taken by the Napoleon, as the uniform weight and measure, right to property, all the internal custom and duties were abolished. But slowly and gradually, people of the France as well as the neighboring areas saw that once again the political system, or once again the ruling system which was established by the Napoleon, that is memorizing them the old days. What was going in the old time? In the old time, king was the ruler. After the death of the king, there was the hierarchy process. His son, his relatives, and his family members were gaining control. Same thing happened in case of the Napoleon also, because the areas which came under the control of the Napoleon, in that area he appointed their own family members and relatives. So slowly, the happiness which was among the people of the France and neighboring areas, that turned into the hostility and fear. And as a result of that, in 1815, big powers of the Europe defeated Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo in the year of 1815. How Napoleon was defeated, which were the powers, and after the Napoleon, what was the condition of the France and rest of the Europe, about that all you will study a lot in the class 10th. Here, as Napoleon defeated, but then also in the France and in the rest of the Europe, the ideas of the liberty, fraternity and equality is spread a lot for the next decades. It inspired many countries, philosophers and political thinkers, and brought a lot of changes in the Europe. In India also, many peoples were inspired by the events which were taking place in the France. Especially, there were two who were inspired a lot by the French Revolution. One was the Tipu Sultan and another was the Raja Ram Mohan Rai. I hope that about these both you all are knowing. So this was all about chapter 1, French Revolution. In the next video class, we shall discuss first chapter of the geography. Till that time, bye bye.